Yo, today I just want to take a couple of minutes and well, first of all, long live Xxxtentacion. I just want to give a brief summary of how I feel about Xxxtentacion, I guess. And excuse me if I be just like losing train of thought throughout this entire segment because I'm extremely high as hell right now. Y'all know how that is, but look, I would start from the beginning. Xxxtentacion. Um, I was put on to him, I think, like early last year. Yeah, it was sometime last year. Uh, I think it was last year anyway. Whenever him and Drake was beefing, probably like 2 months before that is when I heard "Look at Me." So yeah, I'm one of those. I came in and "Look at Me." I was a little late, but nigga, fuck y'all. I fuck with X just as heavy as y'all. You know what I'm saying? I He couldn't like really rap or no shit like that. Well, I'm just judging him by the "Look at Me" song anyway. I'm like, all right, but the little nigga lit. You know what I'm saying? The music get me like hype as hell. So it's a good pre-game music. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with him. Uh, Fast forward until the Double XL freshman freestyle in 2017. Everybody was telling me to go check him out and shit because it was like he was trash and shit. Like he was weird as fuck. Like he ain't make no sense. So I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. So I went to go check it out. And why everybody was saying like he's weird and like it don't make sense and he's trash and shit. After I heard it, the first thing I was like was, damn, I hope this little nigga stay safe. And I said that because he know a lot of shit, man. Especially for a kid who's 19 years. He was 19 at the time, I think, because he was 20 when he died. So I'm gonna say 19. So a 19-year-old kid, he know a lot of shit. And he has a lot of empower. He has a lot of power, a lot of influence over the youth. And I first noticed that when he posted on his Instagram of him hanging from the tree, but it was for like a video shoot for Riot. But like all of the kids was like sad as fuck, like tweeting out they want to kill themselves and all of this shit. And I was like, yeah, he one of those, man. He one of those once in a generation type talents. He's like the Pop. He's like the Tupac for these kids, you know. Well, like I fuck with him heavy too. You know what I'm saying? So I consider him like shit. At 20 years old, I'm gonna say he a legend, man. You know? But so that impact he had, it was a lot, man. It was a lot. And that message that he was giving on that double XL freestyle, it was a deep, 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 deep meaning. Just go and listen to it until you understand what he was saying. But just know, the first thing I thought about was, damn, I hope he stays safe. So that's when I like started checking for him and shit. So 17 dropped. I listened to it, and the first thing I when I first heard the intro, I was just like, holy shit. I hope this kid stay safe, man. Um, how did the intro go? I don't even hold on, let me try to find this shit for y'all right quick. Shit. Like I said, I'm high. So y'all y'all gotta bear with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find it though. But yeah, in this intro, he was pretty much telling you, okay, it's called an explanation. All right. And I'm about to read the lyrics verbatim. 17, my collection of nightmares, thoughts, and real life situations I've lived. 17 is the number tattooed on the right side of my head, my own personal number. Soon to be explained in future interviews or instances. By listening to this album, you are literally, and I cannot stress this enough, literally entering my mind. All right. Now I'm gonna stop right there, because that part right there, what made me realize that this kid was on a whole different level than a lot of these newer generational artists. He when he said that, he really mean that. He's telling you like you are entering my mind. This kid, like, he understood frequencies and EQs and shit. So he know how to make you feel a certain emotion even when it's not relatable. For example, J. Cole, one of my favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying? And he from North Carolina just like me, so you know, hey, for sure, I fuck with Cole heavy. But his talent is making the listener feel relatable to him. Like, okay, Cricket Smile, like he was talking about his teeth and shit, but maybe it make you think about a different insecurity, like, damn, I'm fat as hell, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I'm up, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And he make it relatable, but see, Xxxtentacion, he's it's like he don't care if you can't relate to it or anything. He's gonna make you feel exactly what he was feeling that moment when he wrote that song. He's forcing you to feel it. And that's because of the frequencies and the EQs and the sounds and the music. Um, I know I'm high, so I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it easy as possible to understand. Okay, 80% of Xxxtentacion music from his two commercial albums, 17 and Question Mark. I'm gonna say 60 to 80% of that music is just him crooning. He's crooning melodies. Like half of the time, you don't even know the words he are saying. He's just making these crooning sounds. But even if you don't know the lyrics of what he's saying, you know exactly how you're supposed to be feeling while that song is playing. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's because he understands frequencies. He understood the human brain. He understood EQs and all of this. So when he's telling you by listening to this album, you are literally entering my mind, that's exactly what he means. Anytime a song of his plays, if you have that emotional connection to his music, you are literally him while his song is playing. I know, just think about it. I know your mind probably be fucked right now. Your mind probably be fucked as hell right now, but you are literally him while his song is playing. He is still creating at this very moment while his physical presence is no longer here. he is still able to create. That is fucking wild. It's bigger than music. It's deeper than music. 20 years old, he understood this shit. And I even listened to the DJ Academics interview that he had with X. And X even said himself that he studies frequencies. So I know this for a fact. Kid was special, man. And I'm saying kid, like, I know he's 20. I'm in my 20s. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying kid because he can only be 20. He can no longer age anymore. His story is over. He's a kid. He only lived 2 decades. And that's fucked up. But let me get back into this intro. Entering my mind. And if you are not willing to accept my emotion and hear my words fully, do not listen. He's giving you a warning right there. If you don't want to accept these emotions of mine, don't listen to it because you are going to feel it. It doesn't matter if you don't want to or not. You're going to feel it because he understood frequencies. I do not value your money. I value your acceptance and loyalty. He spoke about loyalty a lot because I'm gonna do a breakdown of his sad video probably after I upload this video. But on that letter at the end of sad, he wrote loyalty on that handwritten letter. He talked about loyalty a lot. I noticed that. Here's my pain and thoughts put into words. I put my all into this in the hopes that it would help cure or at least numb your depression. I love you. Thank you for listening. Enjoy. Okay. So that entire shit right there made me understand him. You know what I'm saying? That made me understand him and his reasoning for being in hip hop. Love the entire album. I love that shit. It's probably one joint that I don't really like that, but it's tolerable. You know what I'm saying? So boom, 17 was real good. It did great on the charts. He was number 2 behind Uzi. And then he dropped the Christmas EP. And then I'm wondering to myself, like, why is this, like, you just dropped the album. Now you making new music already. But I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? He a young nigga, he hot right now, so shit, he trying to milk it while he can for sure. I feel it. So he dropped the Christmas little EP type shit. And then he dropped the video for Look at Me / Riot. And we all know how that video went. And I was just like, damn, what I got from that was I hope that this little nigga stay safe, man. Because now he's figuring out how to maneuver through the system. He knows that Look at Me is the type of music that he's supposed to do music videos for. You get what I'm saying? So he's going to make a music video for Look at Me. But the music video is not going to have shit to do with that. The lyrics. Look at Me was like 30 seconds of the music video. The rest was Riot. So he basically clickbaited the entire world because he knows He has this message that he wants to get out to the audience. But the audience wants to be entertained by this music. So let's compromise. And that's exactly what happened. The kid was a genius, man. And it's so the Look at Me video, and now he's announcing that he's making a new album. And now I'm like, why is this kid rushing? It's no longer like he's young and he's just trying to get it while he hot. It's just like, why is he rushing? And I'm thinking, I'm listening to all of his music, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, I hope this kid stay safe, man. But I know that he knows that his days are numbered. No matter what he does, he knows that his days are numbered here. So his last album, Question Mark, basically sums up his entire legacy. Question Mark. I mean, the album in general, it was really good. It's probably my favorite album of this year. Not favorite hip hop album or anything like that, but just overall album. If we're talking like hip hop album, that's definitely not it. But overall album, that's probably my favorite so far this year. And it's so many different sounds up there, so many emotions, and it's like he didn't even know what the fuck he was himself. He didn't know how to categorize himself. He put a question mark on his own sound because he didn't know what he was. He didn't know if he was emo hip hop like Uzi and Juice WRLD. He didn't know if he was like boom bap hip hop like Joey Badass. He didn't know if he was like the Lil Yachty mumble rap type. You know, he didn't know like he didn't know where he fit in with his peers. So he was just himself, if that makes sense. If this was Mortal Kombat, Xxxtentacion would be Shane Sean. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. But that's the nigga that could like adapt into anybody else's like fuck I'm high. Nah, but like the nigga that could change into other people. Like he take their souls and shit, and he can like so say like if he takes Scorpion's soul, now he's able to do the get over here and all of that shit. That was Xxxtentacion. It's like he was able to do everything. He didn't know how to fit in with his peers musically. So he just mastered being able to do everything that each one of them did. And that was question mark. And it's like it's sad because we really won't know, but me, myself, I just see X as like energy. Like he's an emotion for me. He's more so just energy. It's not like a person. It's not like a music genre. It's just energy. And like I said, the intro of 17, man, it's I mean, I'm not telling y'all to like believe in like what I believe in or anything like that, but I just believe X is energy. So how can he die really? If he's telling you you're entering his mind on 17, he's telling you you're entering my mind. And he lets you know this a lot, even in his music video for Sad. you are entering my conscience. You know what I'm saying? Like he's letting you know. He's always here. His energy is always here. Sad has like fucking 39 million views. It's on day number 2 right now, bro. You get what I'm saying? Well, 3. Going on like day 3, somewhat, you know. Hold on. When it dropped to 28, what is today? What am I talking about, man? Today's the 30th. It's been 2 days. 39 million views. You see how much of his energy is around his world right now? That's just one music video. 39 million people are in tune with his energy right now as we speak. And that's just off of that video. Not his audio, not other music videos, not his features, not Kodak Black Rolling Peace music video. And a lot of people need to realize that uh, that video is out too. I know that might sound crazy, but a lot of people don't realize that they can go look at that music video for Xxxtentacion as well. But yeah, like it's so much of his energy that's going around. How? I mean, physically, of course, he's not here. But like I said, physically, all of this is going to die. Skin cells are going to die. All of this shit is going to die. The only reason this shit is, you get what I'm saying? We are not like human beings with like souls. We're more so of like souls with a human body. Put it like that. So all of this physical shit is going to die. But the energy that's inside of this physical can't die. It is energy. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Nah, I'm not gonna leave it at that. I seen a lot of his fans talking about like they gonna kill themselves and do all of this shit. They miss him, blah blah blah. I'm gonna put it to you like this, bro. Look, you failed him as a listener, if that's how you feel him, because he gave you all of the tools you needed. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give you this music as like medication. Well, he gave it to you as you get what I'm saying? But he intended for the music to heal you, not to just like get you over for one day and then like the next day you need it again. Nah, he give you this music to heal you. So let the music heal you, bro. I mean, the man practically down what he did. I mean, he gave his life to help y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what all of his music is about. That's why that viral video he's saying he want to help 5 million kids. That was his overall goal. For his music to help y'all through depression and shit. Not for him to die and then y'all want to kill yourself and he died for no reason. His last music video was about him fighting his own inner demons, his own depression and shit. His last music video. So at least fulfill his last wish, you know what I'm saying? That's what he wants y'all to do. He wants y'all to fight that shit. So do that for sure. And long live X. And I'm going to say this again. He's a top 10 musical talent of all time. I'm not saying he's a top 10 rapper, top 10 lyricist, but just like a top 10 musical talent. He definitely is at 20 years old. And one more thing, because there's a lot of negative shit thrown on his name and shit. The nigga was 20 years old, bro. Let me put it like this. Pac is the greatest rapper of all time in my eyes. Him and Jay-Z is like 1A and 1B for me. 1A, 1B. But 20 years old, man, Pac was dancing on stage doing the Humpty Hump. You know what I'm saying? Tupac was a dancer at 20 years old. Go look it up. YouTube. Do the Humpty Hump. Hey, do the Humpty Hump. Do it, baby. Yeah, Pac was on stage doing the Humpty Hump, my nigga. So imagine if Tupac would have died at 20 years old. Think about how his legacy would have ended. Doing the Humpty Hump. Not being the greatest rapper of all time. Not touching all of these lives. You know what I'm saying? Not being around in hip-hop 20, 30 years later. Nah, he would have died doing the Humpty Hump, my nigga. Malcolm X at 20 would have died being a robber and shit, my nigga. He wouldn't die being Malcolm X. He would have been died being a real nigga. He would have been out here. That's what Malcolm X was doing at 20 years old, my nigga. And I'm not like saying the shit that X was like accused of. And that's another question mark, my nigga. We don't know if like the allegations were true or not. We never gonna know. This shit is fucking wild. This nigga is the most mysterious hip hop artist of all time. Not hip hop artist, top mysterious musical artist of all time. Like in general. Maybe not even music. I think this might be the most mysterious person we have ever experienced in life, man. Do you understand this shit? The nigga got 2 music videos. He never was like really into social media during the social media era. The nigga shaved off his eyebrows, wanted to like reinvent himself. Tattoo a tree and appearing with a tattooed tree in the middle of his forehead, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? This nigga is like a mythological creature or some shit, nigga. Like, you know, like the Dave Chappelle shit when they was like saying Prince was floating and all of this shit. He is one of those, man. He is mysterious as fuck. His last album is a question mark. And he left us with so many question marks. You can't write this shit, bro. This shit give me chills just thinking you can't write this type of shit, bro.